So welcome back. We are studying of compounds. In that we are starting our properties of compounds. So as we saw, properties of compounds. Compounds cannot be separated into its component by physical method. So we took example of our iron sulfide. So properties of compounds are entirely different from those of its constituent elements. Second property, a compound has a fixed melting and boiling point. Any compound, if you take compound has a fixed melting and boiling point. So compound is a homogeneous substance. So okay, for example, suppose iron sulfide. All these iron sulfide, it appears as a homogeneous throughout its solution. So iron sulfide, if you view through magnifying glass, so there is no separate particles of iron and sulfur. So where it appears as a homogeneous throughout its mass. So basically, in our this is matter around the pure topic. We are starting our first pure substances in that elements and compounds. In pure substances, we study elements and compounds. So in impure substances, we are starting our mixtures. So see, first definition of this: a mixture is a combination of two or more substances. Mixture is what? It is a combination of two or more substances that are close contact that are close contact and can be mixed together and can be mixed together in in any proportion can be mixed together in any proportion. So as we saw in previous lecture, for compounds, for compound it has a fixed ratio by weight, but here in mixture we can mix together in any proportion. It's a basic difference, so keep in mind this basic difference. So the components of this mixture can be separated by simple mechanical means. So we can separate this. So for example, air, everyone as a air. So air is a what? Air is a mixture of air is a mixture of various gases. For example, in that N2, O2, CO2 also there, and water vapors also there, water vapors, etc. So the composition of air changes from place to place according to humidity and temperature. So it is very much important point. The composition of air, it changes from place to place according to humidity and temperature. Okay, so here mainly we are discussing types of mixture. So in types of mixture, we are dealing with here homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So as you know, a homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition throughout its mass. Homogeneous mixture means what? Homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition throughout its mass. So it has no visible boundaries. In homogeneous mixture, it has no visible boundaries. For example, as you know, in homogeneous, suppose you are taking example of homogeneous mixture. As you know, salt plus water. So this salt plus water, it is completely soluble. So we can't, it has no visible boundaries to separate. Means completely solution is what? Soluble in that. Means solute plus solvent, it is completely soluble. So another example we can say vinegar also. So it is what? Completely, whatever that mixture is completely soluble in that. So it is what? Your homogeneous mixture. So in heterogeneous mixture, so heterogeneous mixture is what? It does not have uniform composition. does not have uniform composition and it contain visible boundaries. So visible boundaries, for example, in suppose we are taking example of heterogeneous mixture. So many examples we are saw in day to day life. For example, in oil in water, soil in water. Okay, so many examples we can saw here heterogeneous mixture. So we are seeing visible boundaries. For example, it is a beaker. So here visible boundaries we can saw. These are what visible boundaries. Visible boundaries we can saw easily where in heterogeneous mixture like whatever oil and water we can say easily their visible boundary we can say with naked eyes. So it is what examples of heterogeneous mixtures. So we are discussing here general properties of mixtures. So see here general properties of mixture. So it is important general properties of mixture. So first property, a mixture shows the properties of all the constituents present in it. First property, a mixture shows the properties of all the constituents present in it. For example, if a mixture, for example, if iron sulfide plus dilute H2SO4, so obviously here what will happen? FeSO4 plus H2S. So here releasing of this H2S, releasing of H2S indicates that the property of iron indicates that the properties of iron. So here our first property mixture shows the properties of all the constituents present in it. So iron sulfide plus H2SO4, FeSO4 plus H2S gas in the form of gas it will evolve. So it is of we are saying laboratory also this experiment iron sulfide sticks plus dilute H2SO liquid, so you will get H2SH. One of the most important widely used that apparatus we are using here for this experiment, KIPS apparatus. So it is available in our chemistry lab. So second thing is energy. So energy, how it is vary, see here energy changes may or may not be takes place during the formation of mixtures. May or may not be takes place means whatever energy change. Okay, for example here suppose we mix iron plus sulfur, so here no change in energy. Okay, but here no in exchange energy, any exchange of energy. But if you put second example here for NaOH plus H2O, suppose if you mix NaOH plus H2O, so here tremendous amount of energy will release and your solution become hot. So here in iron plus sulfur if you mix here no any change in energy means here our changes can takes place may or may not be during the formation. Okay, so NaOH plus H2 here a tremendous amount of energy, or we can say here exothermic reaction.